Hello everyone, and it's a pleasure to be back with all of you again with another interesting episode today and another interesting topic. I hope all of you are safe, healthy, and keeping yourself mentally and physically fit during these difficult times. Remember to follow all the COVID precautions. Let's support the country and the world in its fight against COVID-19. The topic for today is feedback. Each one of us are always proud of ourselves. We feel we are very good. We feel we know we make not much mistakes. Even if we make a mistake, we don't like to agree. Right from childhood, as a kid, when our parents pinpoint a mistake, we don't like it. We argue with them, we fight with them. The same thing happens when you grow up, when you go to college, or when you start working. We don't like when people tell us, this is what you've done wrong. I've been the same as well. But the biggest gift you can get in your life is feedback. It's more worth than gold or diamond. Very less people seek and very less people give it as well. People don't give it much because they know people don't like to take it. Especially if you're a leader, it gets even more difficult to swallow your pride and your ego and accept what you're doing wrong. Feedback is one of the biggest mechanisms to improve yourself. Today you see every restaurant, every business is asking for customer service feedback. Even a local shop is sending you a feedback survey asking what can they do better to improve their service to you. So as humans, why do we hesitate? The reason for hesitation is the ego and the pride. We feel by accepting negative feedback, we will become less important and people won't respect. But the reverse is true. As I mentioned in the previous video about leadership traits where feedback is important, but even more important is for everyone. I want you all to think about why and how you can take feedback. A simple mechanism that I advise all of you is every month ask for feedback from your manager and from your colleagues and from your downlines. Now asking your manager is easier for you because he or she can tell you what you're doing wrong and you don't find a problem with that. But asking your downlines, you could have difficulty. But that's even more important. What I practice is every month when I have a one-on-one with my teammates, I ask them, what can I improve even better? I suggest each one of you start practicing it. Second important point to remember is whenever you get feedback, do not argue and try to defend yourself. Even if you feel that there may be a reason why a particular problem happened that somebody's accusing you of, at that point of time, accept the feedback and thank them. Appreciate them and say, thank you so much for this feedback. I will take a note and I will work on it. The moment you start defending, they will stop giving you feedback. Especially your downlines will stop giving you feedback. I've seen a lot of managers, when they get negative feedback, they get back to their employees in anger, or later on, they try to create problem for the same person. This is very small thinking. This is very old style thinking. If you want to be the leader of the 21st and 22nd century, you need to accept feedback and work on it. The same for employees as well. When you get feedback, start working on it. Put a plan. That will start taking you become better and better. Now let us assume even the feedback they gave you was not 100% correct. But by working on the feedback, you're still becoming a better person. And that's what is going to help you succeed better than them. They may remain where they are, but you, because you're improving and working on it, becomes a fantastic leader. Feedback can work magic, can work wonders in your life and help you touch places which you never imagined. On a daily basis, I see leaders struggling with feedback. Even today, in spite of me being such an open leader, when I get a negative feedback, it hits me. I get defensive. But because I have trained myself, at that point of time, I don't defend. Then when I get back and sit quietly and think, it calms me down. And I become practical to note down the details of the feedback. The important aspect of feedback though is, I personally believe it should be combined with the good things and areas of improvement. So when you're giving feedback, tell the person what is that one or two things they're doing well, appreciate them for that, and then tell them what are the one or two things they can do even better. Rather than calling a negative feedback, I would call it opportunity for improvement, to become even better. A lot of people during performance reviews argue why they are rated low, rather than asking what can I do to get the rating higher. That should be your modus operandi. I hope all of you have got a good idea about how important feedback is in your life. Even as a student, even as a professional, this will make a huge difference between success and failure. I hope all of you from next month will start asking and giving productive, smart, good feedback. And do share your comments and feedback on how it's going with these feedback sessions. Thank you again for listening to me. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Do not forget to press the notify button and subscribe to the channel. Till I speak to you all again, stay fit, stay positive. Don't forget, keep chasing obscene success. Bye.